Many of us have heard it over and over. Drinking water first thing in the morning is the perfect way to kickstart your day. But what if I told you that this common health tip could actually be doing more harm than good, especially if you're over 60? It might sound surprising, but our bodies change dramatically as we age. Our digestion, circulation, hormones, even our metabolism, aren't as forgiving as they used to be. That glass of water you drink without thinking could trigger uncomfortable symptoms or even affect your overall health. Today, I'm going to share 5 unexpected yet dangerous mistakes seniors often make when hydrating in the morning. These aren't obvious pitfalls, they're subtle errors that could quietly affect your energy, mood, and comfort throughout the day. Stick with me, because in the next few minutes, you'll learn exactly what these mistakes are and how to avoid them for healthier, more vibrant mornings. Mistake number 1: drinking ice-cold water on an empty stomach. Mistake number 1 might surprise you, especially because it involves something as simple as drinking water. Most of us never think twice about grabbing a refreshing glass of ice-cold water first thing in the morning, especially when we wake up feeling thirsty or a bit groggy. It seems harmless, even healthy, right? Well, not necessarily, especially if you're a senior. After a night's rest, your body isn't immediately ready to handle extreme temperature changes. While you sleep, your body enters a state of deep relaxation and healing. Your organs slow down, your digestion pauses, and your blood vessels gently contract. So when you wake up, your body needs some time to adjust and warm up naturally. Suddenly drinking ice-cold water at this delicate moment can actually create a shock effect in your system. The coldness of the water causes your stomach muscles to contract sharply and your blood vessels to constrict rapidly. Imagine your body like a sleepy person abruptly woken up by an unexpected blast of cold air. It's startling and uncomfortable. For seniors, whose bodies have become more sensitive with age, this sudden temperature drop is even more challenging to handle. It can trigger immediate negative reactions like stomach cramps, digestive discomfort, and sometimes headaches. Some seniors even report feeling chills, dizziness, or an uncomfortable tightening sensation in their chest after quickly drinking ice-cold water first thing in the morning. These reactions aren't just brief annoyances, they signal that your body is under unnecessary stress. Particularly for older adults, this stress can have further-reaching implications. Your blood pressure may momentarily rise, and your digestive system may become unsettled, negatively impacting how comfortably and energetically you begin your day. Although these symptoms often get dismissed or attributed to aging in general, it's important to recognize that the real culprit might simply be the temperature of the water you're drinking. Consider the experience of Eleanor, a vibrant 76-year-old who used to start each day with a glass of chilled water straight from the refrigerator. For years, she believed this habit helped her feel awake and refreshed. But over time, Eleanor began noticing persistent stomach discomfort and cramps after drinking her morning glass. Initially, she didn't connect the dots. She assumed it was just her digestion slowing down with age. But during a routine checkup, her doctor suggested that she switch from ice-cold water to room temperature water, explaining how sensitive senior bodies can be to sudden temperature changes. Eleanor was initially skeptical, but she decided to give it a try. Within just a few days of drinking room temperature water in the mornings, Eleanor noticed a significant improvement. Her stomach cramps faded, her digestion improved, and she felt more comfortable and balanced throughout the day. What seemed like a minor adjustment turned out to dramatically enhance her overall morning routine and quality of life. So how can you easily correct this mistake? The solution is very straightforward. Simply opt for room temperature or slightly warm water when you wake up. Allow your glass of water to sit out overnight, or mix a small amount of warm water into it to ease your body's transition into waking hours. This gentle approach respects your body's sensitive state after waking and allows your system to smoothly rehydrate without unnecessary stress. You might be amazed at how such a small, effortless change can yield noticeable improvements in comfort, digestion, and overall well-being. Remember, as you age, your body asks for gentleness and care in subtle ways. Adjusting your water temperature isn't about restricting yourself, rather, it's about learning to listen to your body's signals and offering it the supportive environment it needs. Start tomorrow by trading that icy glass for something warmer, and watch how positively your body responds. Mistake number 2: drinking too quickly or gulping large amounts. Another common mistake seniors often make with their morning hydration is drinking water too quickly or gulping down large amounts right after waking up. It might seem harmless, even logical, especially if you wake up feeling thirsty. After all, doesn't it make sense to quickly quench your thirst and get on with your day? Unfortunately, rushing through your morning hydration could actually be causing more harm than good. When you rapidly drink large volumes of water, particularly in those first delicate minutes after waking, your sensitive digestive system can quickly become overwhelmed. Here's what happens inside your body when you gulp down water too quickly. Your stomach, still in a relaxed state from overnight rest, suddenly expands to accommodate the unexpected volume of liquid. This abrupt stretching sensation sends signals of discomfort throughout your body. Your electrolyte balance, which controls essential functions like heart rhythm, nerve signaling, and muscle contractions, can also be disrupted by this sudden influx. The result? You might experience uncomfortable bloating, nausea, dizziness, or even unsettling sensations like heart palpitations. These symptoms aren't just momentary inconveniences, they can leave you feeling off or uncomfortable for hours, significantly impacting your morning productivity and general sense of wellness. You might recognize this scenario if you've ever had mornings where, shortly after drinking a full glass of water quickly, you feel strangely dizzy or queasy and can't quite figure out why. Many seniors mistakenly attribute these symptoms to aging or dismiss them as random occurrences. However, it's crucial to recognize that rapid drinking is often the real culprit behind these persistent but mysterious symptoms. To illustrate, let me briefly tell you about Walter, a 72-year-old retired coach who prided himself on maintaining healthy routines. Walter used to start every day by quickly drinking an entire bottle of water, thinking he was being proactive about his hydration. Yet he often found himself feeling dizzy and unsettled shortly after. This baffled Walter because he otherwise felt healthy. When he finally discussed these symptoms with his doctor, he discovered the issue wasn't the water itself, but rather how quickly and how much he drank immediately upon waking. Following his doctor's advice, Walter made a simple yet impactful change. He began sipping his morning water slowly and mindfully over the course of 15 to 20 minutes instead of gulping it down all at once. The results were remarkable. Walter's dizziness disappeared almost immediately, replaced by a more stable sense of energy and calmness that carried him comfortably through his mornings. The improvement wasn't due to any complicated or expensive medical intervention, just a simple shift to a slower, gentler pace. Walter learned firsthand that something as subtle as slowing down hydration can profoundly improve daily comfort. So, what's the correct way to approach your morning water intake? The key is simple: drink slowly and mindfully. Rather than quickly finishing your glass in a few gulps, take small, gentle sips spread evenly over a period of about 15 to 20 minutes. Allow your body the necessary time to gently awaken, adjusting naturally to the fluid intake without any shock to your digestive system. This approach respects your body's natural rhythm and significantly reduces the risk of discomfort, bloating, nausea, or dizziness. Ultimately, hydration isn't about speed or quantity, but about balance and attentiveness. As we age, our bodies become increasingly sensitive and communicate clearly through symptoms. Paying attention to these signs and responding with gentle adjustments is key to maintaining good health. Tomorrow morning, instead of rushing through your hydration, embrace the opportunity to slow down, savor the moment, and allow your body to smoothly transition into the day ahead. You may find that this small shift dramatically enhances your overall comfort and sets a positive tone for the rest of your day. Mistake number 3: drinking water from plastic bottles left overnight. Another morning hydration mistake that's surprisingly common among seniors, and potentially harmful, is drinking water from plastic bottles that have been left out overnight. Many seniors prefer to keep a bottle of water on their bedside table, thinking it's an easy and convenient way to hydrate right after waking up. At first glance, this seems sensible and harmless. After all, what could be wrong with simply having water nearby when you wake up thirsty? The problem isn't the water itself, but rather the plastic container holding it. Plastic bottles, especially when they're exposed to warmth, sunlight, or reused multiple times, can quietly release harmful chemicals into the water. One of the most notorious chemicals you've likely heard about is BPA, bisphenol A, but even so-called BPA-free bottles can leach similar substances known as endocrine disruptors. These chemicals mimic hormones in your body, interfering with your body's natural hormonal balance. As seniors age, the hormonal system naturally becomes more sensitive, making it harder to maintain equilibrium. This means even small amounts of these chemicals can noticeably impact health, often without seniors realizing what's happening. Symptoms of exposure to these endocrine disruptors might be subtle at first, such as unexplained fatigue, persistent mood swings, frequent headaches, digestive issues, or even changes in your overall sense of well-being. Because these symptoms seem vague, many seniors simply attribute them to getting older or normal daily stress. In reality, your seemingly innocent plastic bottle could be a significant contributor. The longer water sits in a plastic bottle, especially in warm conditions, like next to a bedside lamp or near a sunny window, the greater the risk of chemical leaching becomes. Consider Stanley, a healthy and active 78-year-old who had always been conscientious about hydration. He made it a habit to refill a plastic bottle each evening, leaving it conveniently by his bedside overnight. Initially, Stanley felt proud of maintaining such a healthy routine, but gradually he started noticing troubling symptoms. He experienced increased fatigue, frequent headaches, and mild but persistent digestive discomfort. Doctors couldn't pinpoint an immediate medical issue, leaving Stanley puzzled and frustrated. It was only after discussing his hydration habits with a nutritionist that Stanley discovered the possible connection between his plastic bottle and these nagging health issues. Stanley decided to replace his plastic bottle with a glass container and started filling it with fresh water every morning instead of leaving it out overnight. Within just a couple of weeks, he began to notice a remarkable difference. His energy levels increased significantly, his headaches diminished, and his digestive problems gradually disappeared. Simply changing the container he used for his morning water dramatically improved his overall health and well-being. The solution to avoiding this common mistake is surprisingly easy and inexpensive. Instead of reaching for that convenient plastic bottle, consider switching to a safer alternative such as glass or stainless steel containers. These materials won't leach harmful chemicals into your drinking water, regardless of temperature or how long the water sits. Additionally, always refill your container with fresh water each morning rather than using water that's been sitting overnight. This small adjustment ensures you start your day without unnecessary chemical exposure, making a noticeable difference in your daily comfort and energy. Ultimately, the takeaway here isn't complicated. Paying attention to the quality of your morning water, not just the quantity, is a simple but powerful way seniors can protect and support their health. Making this change doesn't have to feel like a burden. Instead, think of it as an investment in your long-term wellness and daily comfort. Tomorrow morning, make the easy switch to glass or stainless steel, refill fresh water, and notice how this simple step improves your mood, energy, and overall health day after day. Mistake number 4: drinking too much water right after medication or heavy meals. Another surprisingly common yet overlooked hydration mistake seniors frequently make in the morning involves drinking too much water immediately after taking medications or following a heavy meal. At first glance, it seems perfectly logical and responsible to wash down medications with plenty of water. After all, doctors consistently advise patients to take pills with water, which many interpret as meaning the more water, the better. However, what seniors might not realize is that excessive water intake at precisely the wrong time, particularly right after medication, can negatively affect both their digestive comfort and how effectively their medications are absorbed. Here's why this matters so much for seniors. Most older adults take at least one medication in the morning. These medications often require precise conditions to be most effective. When you flood your stomach with a large amount of water immediately after taking medication, you're not just washing the pill down, you're also significantly diluting your stomach's natural acidity and irritating its sensitive lining. This sudden rush of fluid can prevent proper medication breakdown, limiting absorption, and potentially leading to ineffective treatment. Even worse, it can irritate the digestive system, resulting in nausea, bloating, dizziness, or heartburn, symptoms that many seniors mistakenly attribute to the medication itself or simply to aging. Consider Margaret, an active and cheerful 80-year-old woman who took thyroid medication faithfully each morning. For years, Margaret followed the same routine without problems, swallowing her pill with a full glass of water right after waking up. But suddenly, she began experiencing persistent morning nausea. Despite visiting several doctors, her blood work showed no immediate concerns. Margaret started to feel frustrated, assuming these unpleasant symptoms were just unavoidable parts of aging. It wasn't until one attentive doctor asked about her exact morning habits, particularly regarding medication and water, that she finally identified the problem. Margaret was unknowingly overwhelming her stomach by drinking too much water too quickly after taking her thyroid medication. Acting on her doctor's simple suggestion, Margaret adjusted her routine. Instead of drinking a full glass of water after her medication, she began sipping just enough water to comfortably swallow her pill. She then waited at least 30 to 45 minutes before consuming any more water or having breakfast. The impact was immediate and significant. Margaret's chronic nausea disappeared, her medication became more effective, and she regained the ease and comfort of her mornings. This slight change dramatically improved her daily life and overall well-being. The lesson from Margaret's story is clear and powerful. It's not always about drinking more water. Sometimes, it's about timing your hydration more thoughtfully. For seniors, whose digestion and medication routines require extra attention and care, it's essential to minimize water intake immediately after medications. Instead, aim to use the smallest possible amount, just enough to comfortably swallow your pill. Then allow a buffer period of at least 30 to 45 minutes before drinking more water or having breakfast. This gentle pacing respects your digestive system's natural rhythm and allows your medication to work optimally. Making this minor adjustment can offer substantial relief. Your mornings become more comfortable, medication effectiveness improves, and those mysterious symptoms of nausea, dizziness, or heartburn can simply fade away. Tomorrow morning, give this thoughtful approach a try. Swallow your medications with minimal water and pause before drinking more. You might discover that this gentle, mindful change is all it takes to restore your comfort, confidence, and energy as you start your day. Mistake number 5, skipping breakfast and drinking only water. The fifth common morning hydration mistake many seniors make might surprise you, because it involves something that's become quite trendy lately: skipping breakfast entirely and drinking only water in the morning. Intermittent fasting and skipping meals might work for some younger people or certain health routines, but for seniors, starting the day without eating can quietly and steadily undermine your health. Although drinking water first thing in the morning is generally considered healthy, using it as your only morning fuel can leave your body struggling to perform essential tasks, especially after an overnight fast of 8 to 10 hours. When seniors wake up, blood sugar levels are naturally lower after hours of fasting during sleep. Your brain, muscles, and organs urgently need nutrients to function optimally. Drinking only water without providing your body proper nutrition puts you at risk of experiencing several uncomfortable symptoms, such as shakiness, mental fog, fatigue, irritability, or general weakness. You might mistakenly attribute these symptoms to age, stress, or even poor sleep, but often the real culprit is simply not eating a nutritious breakfast alongside your hydration. Without food, your body has nothing to stabilize your blood sugar or to provide the essential energy you need to feel alert, balanced, and energetic throughout the day. Consider Alice, a bright and independent 69-year-old who started skipping breakfast after reading articles about intermittent fasting. At first, Alice was encouraged by some initial weight loss and a feeling of lightness in the mornings. But soon, subtle problems emerged. She found herself increasingly forgetful, repeating stories unintentionally, and becoming easily irritable. Her daughter eventually noticed these behavioral shifts and gently encouraged her to visit her doctor, fearing a cognitive issue. But after careful examination, her doctor found no underlying medical condition, only a pattern of inadequate morning nutrition. The doctor suggested Alice add back a small, simple breakfast along with her usual morning glass of water. Initially hesitant, Alice decided to try something small like a boiled egg and a slice of whole grain toast, or a small serving of oatmeal with berries. Within just a week, Alice noticed a remarkable improvement. Her memory felt clearer, her energy returned, and her mood stabilized significantly. She realized that her mind and body had simply been starved for nutrients in the mornings, causing symptoms she'd mistakenly attributed to aging or stress. The solution to avoiding this common mistake is simple, but powerful: eat a nutritious yet easy-to-digest breakfast along with your morning water. Your goal doesn't have to be a large, complicated meal. Instead, focus on simple, balanced options such as oatmeal topped with fresh berries, nuts, or seeds, a boiled egg with whole grain toast, fresh fruit combined with Greek yogurt, or even a nutritious, easy-to-drink smoothie packed with fruits and protein-rich ingredients. These types of breakfasts deliver sustained energy and essential nutrients to support your brain, muscles, and overall vitality throughout the morning. By pairing your morning hydration with a nutritious breakfast, you'll avoid the pitfalls of low blood sugar, cognitive fog, mood swings, or weakness. You'll quickly notice improvements in your mental clarity, overall strength, and steady energy that lasts throughout the day. As you age, your body and brain need consistent nourishment, not less, but carefully balanced nutrition at key moments like breakfast, to ensure you remain mentally sharp, physically strong, and emotionally balanced. Tomorrow morning, make a small change by pairing your glass of water with a nutritious bite to eat. You might be amazed at how quickly your energy and overall well-being improves. It's a small but powerful way to give your body exactly what it needs, helping you enjoy vibrant mornings and healthier days ahead. As we've seen today, small adjustments to your morning hydration routine can significantly improve your health, energy, and daily comfort as a senior. By simply drinking room temperature water, sipping slowly, choosing safe containers, timing your water intake with medication carefully, and enjoying a nutritious breakfast, you'll set yourself up for vibrant mornings and better overall wellness. Remember, good health often comes down to gentle, thoughtful changes rather than drastic shifts. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these tips will you start using tomorrow morning? Share your experiences or any questions in the comments below. I genuinely enjoy reading your stories. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with friends or family members who could benefit. Together, let's help more seniors thrive and feel their best every day. Thanks for watching, take care, stay healthy, and I'll see you soon.